There's World Science Day for Peace and Development highlights. I mean, for us to observe the day, there are basic highlights. So, what do you think, in your opinion?
The objectives of such a day, right?
Yes, like you just said, World Science Day is more in relatively to peace and development.
Okay.
And when you talk about peace and development, you talk about society.
Right.
More especially. And science brings peace and it also brings development. And when you talk about science, science is very, very important. The area which we are actually, more focused on when you talk about peace and development in a society is the area of bringing people to bring in some ideas, debate about how development in a society can come up.
Right.
It brings about talking about life and talking about issues that can advance, that can benefit life and in general the society.
All right. It says that dialogue is called for at such a time. When you're talking about science, you just mentioned that science can bring about peace and development. Correct. So when we have fact-based science and policymakers are able to dialogue on these fronts, we're able to make policies, that will move society forward.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at you just defended your budget a couple of days back. Okay.
Correct.
So I would like you to take us through what your ministry has done, okay, in a couple of years that you've been on that portfolio, in terms of bringing science and development to the people.
Thank you very much. The Ministry of Science and Technology is doing great. We have a lot of activities going on right now. In terms of the budget, we have actually worked so hard to make sure that the budget is going to be a very good one.
Okay.
That will make science, technology, innovation a very strong platform for Delta State to showcase to the world. The budget we've just passed at the
that was just defended
and taken to, not yet passed, taken to the House of Assembly for it to be passed.
Yes.
The Ministry of Science and Technology, our own budget was actually well prepared.
Okay.
We have in the budget the opportunity for youths to be trained, for youths to be empowered. I will actually say that is a well-structured program named ICT Youth Empowerment Program.
Okay.
It's called ICT YEP in a short form.
Okay.
The program is actually going to advance our young ones, our youths that are actually interested in ICT programs, ICT courses. There are different courses in IT, and I know that we have a lot of young ones that can develop themselves and become self-employed. They can actually generate resources for themselves. They can actually also at the same time become an employer. So I think is an area which I know can help our young ones that are actually not being employed right now,
right,
to reduce the unemployment rate in Delta State.
Okay.
That help life. And we also want to encourage that area of science, not just ICT. So we're building a technology incubation center where we're going to incubate those that are ready to produce products that can go into the markets, and also that will make them be self-employed create wealth
Developments.
and also employ others. So I think science is very important in the society. So science should be supported. So I want to thank His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa for the support. The governor is very supportive. When it comes to issues of science, he's there, he's ready to make sure that we use the opportunity given to us by science to take Delta State to the next level.
Now let's look at the purpose of the day, today being a World Science Day for Peace and Development. Now we run with these. The first one is to strengthen public awareness of the role of science for peaceful and sustainable societies.
Correct.
And another one is to promote national and international solidarity for shared science between countries.
Yes.
Another one is renew national and international commitments for the use of science for the benefit of societies. To draw attention to the challenges faced by science in raising support for the scientific endeavor. How do you run with this?
Yes, science is an opportunity to bring relationship between a country and another.
Right.
It also, brings advancement in solutions. Collaboration is very good. Collaboration is part of making things happen, and that's what science brings.
Okay.
There are some things being done in a particular country, especially what is going on right now.
Yes.
In terms of COVID-19.
Yes.
There's, ideas are being shared.
Knowledge sharing.
Knowledge sharing is going on.
Via the phone.
Yes.
Via the
Research.
Yes.
Solutions coming up in solving problems.
Right.
Knowledge sharing.
Right.
So that's all about science. It also brings relationship. That's why the word peace is all about.
That's where peace
science.
comes
That's
in.
where it comes in.
Right.
And also development. That's where it comes in. So science is very important in every society.
Okay. So how key is artificial intelligence to this? Because we do know that people are also worried that most of their jobs will be taken over by machines.
By robots.
Yes, by robots. At the end of the day, they would have jobs to do. Some might be redundant. Now, how will you speak to artificial intelligence as it relates to science, and as we are also thinking about science, peace and development?
Yes. I'm not going to say that AI, artificial intelligence, is going to take the jobs away from us.
Okay.
It's not going to do that.
Okay, sir.
It's a way of advancing and improving and making life easy for everyone.
Okay.
It increases production. In factories, for instance, in a factory where maybe in a day their production rate is 1,000 manually.
Okay.
But when you bring in artificial intelligence, it can upscale that production to even 10,000, 20,000,
Right.
50,000 in a
Right.
day. So which one are you going to prefer? And again, these robots are also being controlled. There must be a control room
Manned by humans.
manned by humans. And again, when there's increase in production, what happens? Increase in markets. You have to bring in more sales people. The company is actually advancing, increasing. So it brings in, everything is positive.
Okay.
So I don't think there's anything negative there, in different fields.
Okay.
Power electronics, I'll tell you this, the voltage regulator I use in my house to control the power coming into my house in Asaba here was built by one of the students in an incubation center that belongs to the federal government.
Wow.
It's a big stabilizer.
Right.
You don't need to start putting stabilizers around your house. You just have one that controls the voltage that comes into the house and controls the voltage that goes into the house to stay between 220 volts and 240.
Okay.
So you don't have the fluctuation of high current, low current,
Yes.
or maybe
And having your gadgets
appliance
destroyed.
is destroyed, by inrush of current.
Yeah.
So it stabilizes the current coming into the house
And regulates it.
Sends a steady current into your house. So
Now that you
it
said
was
this,
built-
a moment, do you please?
Yeah.
Now that you said this, are we looking forward to a time soon where we have all of these inventors, local inventors, have something like a fair? Because I am
do
just
that.
hearing this.
We do that.
Yes.
They do expo. They do the
science
we attended
exposition.
Exposition. Yes. I attended one early this year before the lockdown in Abuja.
Okay.
It's done every year.
Delta State?
We're going to do one in Delta State. That's why we're creating this environment
Right.
to have our youths, to be well incubated,
Okay.
supported,
Right.
so that we can have such where things that our youth in Delta State produces, we can also showcase them.
Exactly.
Have our own expo,
Right.
and people will come and see the things we're producing in Delta State made in Delta.
That's it.
That
Is
can,
that
forward
part
to
of
that.
the smart city that you talked about some time ago?
no, the smart city era is mainly on ICT.
Okay.
This technology incubation center involves different areas of science. I just told you about power electronics. That's why I mentioned the voltage regulator.
Right.
I told you not so long ago about a student or a Delta and a youth that produced, many of them produced a lot of sanitizers.
Right.
We have people in chemical engineering,
Okay.
people in mechanical engineering also. There's a guy that produced a very portable welding generator, self-welding generator.
Okay.
Okay, and I was so impressed because
Yes.
the generator can actually do an underwater welding process.
Oh, really?
Yes, so it was great. So a lot of things are actually being invented, and these people are Deltans, so they need that support.
That's
and we need
it.
to create the enabling environment for them. That's why we need a center where they will have a space for their creativity, their creation, bring in more ideas, collaborate together,
Right.
being in a location where they can share ideas within one another.
Yes.
So I think
Yeah.
it's going to be
We
great.
do not pray
I'm looking
for,
forward to
we
that.
do not pray for a new wave of the pandemic as it appears in the UK and of course in America, other countries.
Yes.
Now we do not pray for that. But while we think about that, let's look at the theme for the year 2020 as it relates to today being World Science
Day.
Day. And the theme is science for and with society in
society.
dealing with the global pandemic. Now, how does that resonate with you?
Yes, I said that science has been a very key importance in helping this present situation, the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of research is going on, trying to get vaccine, trying to make sure that we can look for a way to reduce the spread. All these are science.
Indeed.
All these are science. Trying to reduce the rates of loss of life, proper medication.
Right.
It's all science. A lot of research is going on and people are actually collaborating. A lot of research centers are working together and they are interfacing, and a lot of debates are also going on the way forward. And that's why science for and also with
Yes.
Okay.
the society.
Yes.
Right.
Science for and with, the society in dealing with the COVID-19.
COVID-19.
Right.
So I think science is the way forward in the world, in the life we live in,
Right.
in bringing peace and development.
Right, thank you very much. I'm afraid that's where we have to drop it. Science is the way for world peace, for life,
Yes.
for light, if you ask me. Indeed, science is just the way in the generation that we are at the moment. But a message to those watching you as you step out of the studios now.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone. A very good morning, and I wish you all well. I know definitely today is a big day for science. It's the
Right.
World Science Day, and science for with the society. So I want to tell you all to enjoy yourself, enjoy your society, enjoy your community. I wish you all a happy day today. I wish all the Eltons to celebrate the World Science Day with us, because science is the way forward. Science is peace, and science is development. Thank you all, and have a good day.